Echoes of Wisdom begins like a gust of fiery shadows. It's fiercely quick to the point, and the game is engorged by the ferocity of swabs of dark energy. This is Zelda, known tautologically by her legend. Wait, no, who the fuck is this? What the fuck? This is a blonde man. This is not Zelda. The door behind us closes, so naturally we try to blow it up. Shoddy terrorism. You'd think this headscarf wearing man would do a better job. Well, at least he's good at cutting ugly grass. Probably has something to do with his weed roots. Oh, thank God, an elevator. Without this dude would have starved to death in this miserable dungeon. Now we can get the hell out of here. If Princess Peach was trapped here, honestly I wouldn't care. I just want to get out of this scary place, find a different girlfriend. And let's face it, she's long gone. Bowser has definitely already gobbled her up. Her snatch has been tainted. Goodbye, Peach. I'm moving on. Hopefully we can escape this cave up these stairs. Maybe there's a portal on this fireplace, which thankfully we can platform to. Perhaps if I shoot an arrow through this wall, it will lead us out of here. So what we've learned is that this guy cannot suffer any degree of burn or nuclear damage. He's a homunculi. Great. Suddenly we encounter our first boss battle. This will be recorded in the history books, which nobody will ever read, because goddamn, have you seen a library? Who is reading all these books? Because I'll tell you one thing, it isn't me. I probably read about one book a year, if you were wondering. If that, I mean. Mostly I just recollect the last 2 good books I read, and their profound magnitude prevents me from bearing the inferiority of any other text. You're probably wondering what those books were. They were, huh? I didn't notice the boss battle already ended. Truly amazing. Okay, this one was actually cool. But the music's still playing, so that means we still haven't beaten the boss. Okay, now we've beaten the boss. There it was, hiding in the corner. It was just as strong as the other enemies in this room. This crate mocks me. This one doesn't, but I sense a heart inside. It represents the life of Peach dwindling away as Bowser sits on her, weighing on her like the regret of university debt, as her life force meets a blur. Fucking hell, it's Batman. Actually, wait, no, it's just a wild Zubat. Well, there's only one way I know to kill a bird. Super effective. Bars on the window, like I was stuck in prison, or a rapper's house. The blue sky looks nice. I wish I could get outside. But my freedom is not the will of— oh shit, another bat launches at me. You start to think these creatures want to die. I've voluntarily fallen into this pit, wanting to explore a territory of life for some reason only I was interested in. I entered a dark place, and I can't see myself anymore. I try to change, but the camera won't. I'm stuck in this chamber. Nobody will ever help me. It's the evolutionary design of the human being to only associate with those they can conveniently transact value from. So maybe if I get out myself, you'll see me as a ladder instead of nothing at all. It could have been this pair was a couple, and still they choose certain death, if that isn't a toxic relationship. Not that I would know, never been in one. I only know what a relationship is by my own definition. From what I can tell, it's just an extra flush of the toilet a day. No, cut the music. This isn't a boss battle, it's just bats. They did give me more trouble than the other goons though, to their credit. So, sorry about cutting the music. I know we all wanted to listen to it. What a divine surprise. Sentinel Knights, standing Triforce. A leader in blue ostentatiously center. This is fun. Amazing gameplay. Teleporting with the powers of editing. I trimmed 4 seconds with that. We finally reached the exit to escape these ruins and to complete this game. At last. Freedom. Oh fuck, it's Bowser. And Peach. I knew we'd encounter each other again. But why is she in a Chaos Emerald? So, it's you again. Ever to trouble someone? Only at this time your presence serves me. Now I'll end you both. "12 seconds earlier. Hiya! Let's dance." Seeing Bowser's fireball in action is glorious. Wait, his fireball is following me. It's sentient. I would expect nothing less from the King Koopa. Such riveting gameplay. Keep in mind, as I carry this blue ball above my head like a fucking clown, this is the final boss of this game. Recently I've been feeling a ghostly breeze of wind suspended on my leg, as if to inform me of my own mortality. Has my survival become suddenly improbable? I only mention this because I had nothing interesting to say pertaining this 2-move boss fight. You'd think a blue pig with red eyes would present power more impressive than this. But who am I to criticize? I'm just a weird guy with a ghost on his dick. Parry this, and again, and again! A fallen warrior. Let's give him a noble farewell the only way I know how. My mistake. I counted him out too early, forgetting that he always has his Giga Bowser form available in reserve. Presumably he's assumed this form now. Anyway, I'm trying to blow Peach out of her abyss, so that maybe she can blow me out of mine. But these explosives just aren't cutting it. Perhaps I can manipulate Bowser's scorching fire blasts to melt her out of there, because if this doesn't work, she's going to be in there for the rest of her life. It didn't work. People have described me in the same way. Ping pong, ping pong, pingle. If you didn't realize, Peach is casually watching all of this, wondering if Luigi was always this pathetic. What an intense challenge. It's only brought down by the filth of this snivelling robe I was wearing earlier. The other day I was speaking to my imaginary therapist, and I was telling them about how nobody likes me. They corrected me and said, "That's not true, I like you." When I told them they weren't real, they said, "Yeah, that's why nobody likes you." Down to 3 hearts. Feels like the phantom of a classic Zelda. A chasm flares open. Luigi gets caught in its wake. In good mind, he shoots an arrow at Peach, attempting to kill her, but failing as it only cracks the crystal shield, keeping her safe from him. Okay, so I think that's the end of the game then. Suppose we should roll the credits. Wait, no, unfortunately the game's asking me to dash dance. Sorry guys, the video continues. Finally, we get to play as the girl. My god, it's Navi, the fairy from the Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I think she's navigating us to the dirty rag on the ground there. But I would rather fall inside here. It looks spacious. I believe approaching the unknown knowing you could fall is admirable. However, I retired this way of operating when my self-admiration turned into a lesbian rejecting me. It's not worth falling if every leap of faith is off a cliff. And so my faith was mutilated. The world rebukes me. But at least I have this toilet wipe. Calamity ensues as the shadow chaos engulfs the area. Displacing from our earlier Colosseum, it enshrouds this staircase, going on to surmount all the ruin of this dungeon with a realm of total oblivion. I only hope this woman can run fast enough. What with her high heels and the physical atrophy she must have suffered under the suffocating confinement of pure solid matter. I think while this beauty unfolds, I should provide one last lamentation. Escape is possible, but it only happens when you let go of your entropy. If you keep holding, you'll keep self-immolating. I already reached the clarity of glass breaking, an awakening of the metacognition, so I should know more than anyone. Death of any sort by the burning agony of loss of sanity would not be tragic, but instead merely a miserable conclusion.